It's this beautiful edge design featuring double crochets, single crochets, and slip stitches, and those beads that are exposed. On this video, I'll teach you how to do the beaded dash edge. I'll be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 3. Alright, for this design, you're going to start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 2. In my case, I have 14 chains. Now, in terms of how many beads you need, basically you can just do the amount of chains that you're going to start with minus 2. So in my case, I have 14 chains. I'm going to be using 12 beads. That's the math that you want to do before you thread your beads through your yarn. We're going to begin with row 1. For row 1, we're just creating single crochets. So you're going to skip the first chain. Into the next, do a single crochet. And that's what you want to do all the way down. Just one single crochet per chain. And I'll see you when you're done. Okay, I just finished doing those single crochets. This here is the end of row 1. Now for row 2, we're going to be working a chain 3 to begin, which counts as a double crochet, and flip your work. So we're going to skip the first stitch. Into the next, we're going to start the repeat by doing a beaded double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into that second stitch, pull up a loop, and now we're going to slide our first bead through to bring it closest to the work. So just bring your first bead forward, and you want it to be right next to your work like that. Yarn over, pull through 2, now we're going to slide the second bead. After you pull through 2, bring that second bead forward, again closest to the work. And there we go. Now that you have that, yarn over, pull through both loops. And that is your first beaded double crochet. And we're looking at the work right now from the wrong side, so you'll be able to see it once you flip it over. To finish the repeat, we're going to do a double crochet into the next stitch. And there you have it. That's the repeat. Now into the next one, we would do a beaded double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, bring my next bead forward. I'm just going to pull both of them closer. Bring one forward. There we go. Now from here, I'm going to complete the double crochet. Yarn over, pull through 2. Bring my next bead closest to the work. And there we go. Now yarn over, pull through both loops. And to finish the repeat into the next stitch, just a regular double crochet. And that's the end of the repeat. And that's exactly what you want to do all the way down. We will be going between doing a beaded double crochet into the next regular, into the next beaded, into the next regular. So I'm going to do that off camera here, and I'll see you when I'm at the end. Okay, this here is the end of row 2. I've got my beaded double crochets on the other side, and you got 2 per stitch. Now we're going to do our final row, row 3. For this, we're just going to work slip stitches into your stitches. So just chain 1 to begin and flip our work. Now we're going to do a slip stitch into the front loop only of each stitch. So we're going to go into the front loop only, which is the one closest to us. Into the first stitch, insert your hook and do a slip stitch. And that's what you're going to do all the way to the end. Front loop only, slip stitch. Into the next stitch, front loop only, slip stitch. Do this all the way to the end, and I'll see you when you're done. Okay, and at the very end, you just have the turning chain. So into the top of the turning chain, we're going to do a slip stitch. And this here is the end of row 3. You're all done with your design here. You can go ahead and cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. Okay, and here we have it. Super cute. You see those 2 beads on the one side and then the slip stitches at the very top. You can technically sew it to your project on either end. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.